Hello everyone, welcome to another video in the Christian's Rhythm Workout series. And because it's Djangology month on my channel, of course, this episode will be about how to play rhythm for Djangology. So this video will have a place in two separate series. One is Christian's Rhythm Workouts, and the other one is Djangology month. There's a link to the playlist with all rhythm workouts in the description of this video, and there's also a link to the other videos for this Djangology month, but they were all about soloing. So this video will be about how to play rhythm for that song. And as usual, the rhythm workout video consists of let's say a package. One is a video right here on YouTube, it's the video you're watching. The second part is a detailed PDF with chord diagrams for every chord I'm showing, and that's available to my $5 patrons on Patreon. And the third element is a backing track with only double bass. It's not a real bass, it's a sample, but it's a good tool to practice rhythm with because you get a bass in 2 and you have to play 4 beats per bar, so you can practice becoming a very tight rhythm player. And that backing track will be available to my patrons at the $10 level. And every time you hear me playing with a bass, I am playing with that backing track. Before we go to the chords of the A part, I want to give you a little heads up on what you have to do with the right hand. I don't want to give you a full tutorial because I already have I have several tutorials about how to play gypsy jazz rhythm technically, and I will link those videos in the description. But a few things to keep in mind. First of all, the rhythm has to sound short, right? We were looking for this kind of shortness. So not, no. Second point, we're looking for half muted chords in the left hand. So we're not gonna play, we're gonna press all the strings halfway. That is what I call a half muted sound. And the third point is on beat 1 and 3, we're gonna try to play the lowest 2 or 3 strings. And on beat 2 and 4, we're aiming for maybe 4 strings, maybe 5 strings. So even though when I show the chords, I may show more strings, that's just because that's the shape of my left hand. But when I play rhythm, I only play 2 to 4 strings. That's very important to know, and if you want to have more detailed information about the exact movements, go watch my tutorial on gypsy jazz rhythm. Let's move to the chords of the A part. You will see a close-up of my left hand, and I will roll every chord slowly with the chord name on screen, and then I will play 2 A parts with the backing track. I don't vary these chords all that much. I play them exactly like I showed you. All the chords last 1 bar, so there's not a lot of room to shift the chords around. And also I want to hear this descending bass line. Well, then here we go to D7. And to get that descending bass line sounding clearly, these shapes are really the easiest to play. Let's move the bridge, same thing, close up, and then you see me play the bridge with the backing track. Now to tie it all together, here's the complete form. There's no more chords on screen, but if you want a PDF of the complete form, of course, it's available on my Patreon. There is some variations possible, but for me, usually that only pertains to the one chords in this song. So there's of course the G6, and then the bridge we have the A flat, which we can treat as a one chord, and then we can treat the A as a one chord. And I have 3 variations for you that you can try out. So here are the chords for the first 2 variations because they are similar. So let me demonstrate variation 1 in the A part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So notice that I'm playing G6, the first 2 bits short, and then the next 2 chords are long, and then short again. Short, long, 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 short, long, long, long. Same goes for variation 2, short, long, long. Of course you can play everything short, but because the variation is so nice, I want to let those chords ring. Which immediately informs you that you shouldn't do this all the time, it's just sometimes. Now you can also do it in the bridge. So let's say I will play the bridge variation 1 on the A flat part and then variation 2 on the A part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I would never do it like this. I would only use maybe 1 variation per chorus. Now here's the last variation, variation 3, and it's a little bit more complicated. In the rhythm, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, all the chords in the variation are long. So I start with the short G6. Long, long, long. And in the bridge, of course, you can use the same thing again. So let me play the bridge using this variation both on the A flat part and the A part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can probably tell if I would really do that in a jam session or a gig, it would be very distracting to the solo player. So in the bridge, maybe be very careful with it. Maybe you can do it once in the whole song when you feel that there's room for it. So to tie that all together, here's a complete form, and I'm gonna play all variations in this form. In the first A part, I'm gonna play the first variation. In the second A part, I'm gonna play the second variation. Then in the bridge, I'm gonna play the first variation again on the A flat part. The second variation on the A part. And then finally, in the third A part, I'm gonna play variation number 3. And this will be noted on screen so you won't get confused. Here it is. And that was episode 9 of Christian's rhythm workout, CRW. If you want to do more workouts, check out the complete CRW playlist. And if you like this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!